Hey guys, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights. So today I'll be choosing another topic in this jar. In here we have some fragrance topics that I thought about quite some time ago, and I also got some suggestions from some of you guys down in the comments. So if you guys have any ideas for any perfume topics that you would like me to talk about, let me know down there and I can add it to this jar, and then I'll eventually get around to picking that topic. So choose one here, and while I do this, maybe you can let me know your scent of the day. Okay, so today's topic is most hated fragrance. Ooh, okay. I'm going to grab something in my collection that I think a lot of people do not like, but at the same time, it's one of the most popular scents in Fragcom, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I actually ended up choosing 5 from my collection that I have heard that many people hate or dislike. I have heard many people say that they dislike YSL Black Opium. I don't know why, I just really enjoy this one. Actually, the original Black Opium, when I first tried it, I thought it was all right, but I wasn't like crazy about it. And then I was testing it more and more, wearing more samples, and it's just grown on me over time. And I actually really love the original one now. There are some flankers that I prefer over the original one. My absolute favorite is the extreme version, which they discontinued, unfortunately. I went through my bottle pretty quickly with that one. I also really like the neon version, where this part here was like a hot pink. I thought that was very pretty as well. But the original one, very wearable, especially if you like gourmandy notes. There's this very nice vanilla sweetness in here, and of course coffee is the main note, but I actually pick up on some licorice notes in here as well. And I can't remember if licorice is an actual note in this scent, but I get a hint of black licorice, a smoky, almost burnt coffee bean scent in here, and then some sweetness from vanilla. It is absolutely stunning, and I do enjoy wearing this more when it's cooler outside, maybe fall, winter. But yeah, I think it's great. It's probably their best seller from YSL, I would guess, maybe even more so than the Libre or Lib. But yeah, this is very nice. I really like this Black Opium and the collection. Although their latest flanker, I think it was the glitter. I had high hopes for that one. I thought it was okay. It just didn't really blow me away, but I still thought it was pretty. The bottle as well, very shiny and sparkly. But yeah, for me, I just prefer the original one and the extreme and the neon. But yeah, Black Opium is one that many people hate or dislike. Next up, we have a scent that I have loved for so many years. I've talked a lot about this one on my channel. This one is Tom Ford Black Orchid. This is the Eau de Toilette version, which I think is more wearable than the original EDP, although I absolutely love the EDP. It is so strong. It could be overwhelming, I think, if you spray too much, but the EDT is just a lot more tame, a lot more subtle. It's not as beast mode, although it is one that lasts quite well. It performs well. But yeah, I can see why people don't enjoy this one. It is a very unique scent, polarizing scent. It's like split down the middle, it seems, where people either really love this one or just really dislike it. But for me, I absolutely love this. I have loved it since the first time I've ever smelled Black Orchid. My first bottle was gifted to me by my husband when he was at duty free at the airport, and he actually loved it so much that he ended up wearing it more than me, and then it kind of ended up being his signature for a while. So I stopped wearing it. But then he stopped wearing it, and now I'm wearing it again. So Black Orchid is a very heavy, earthy, patchouli scent. I think there's like black truffle in here as well. There are so many notes in this scent. It's just a weird scent that is very unique. It's not like anything I've ever smelled. And maybe that's why people wouldn't like this one, because it is a bit too weird. But for me, it's weird in a good way, where you would smell different from anyone around you. It is unisex, in my opinion. I think that this was a signature scent of Michael Jackson. I have heard about that somewhere. I would guess the EDP version, but yeah, super heavy, earthy, patchouli, woodsy, dark, rich, mysterious, sexy. Some sweetness in there, some creaminess as well. And I just adore this scent. I wouldn't wear this though as much in the high heat in the summer. You can probably get away with it, but I think it shines more in the colder weather just because of how thick and dense it is. So that's a Black Orchid from Tom Ford. Another one that many people dislike from what I have noticed. Okay, let's move on to another scent. I don't have the bottle of the original Shelomar. I have an older bottle of the Eau de Toilette, which I think is more wearable, easier to wear than the original one. But the one that I was wanting to mention today is the original Shelomar, the old version, the first version. Yeah. So I have talked about the original Shelomar over the years on my channel, saying that I just find it just way too overwhelming, way too much, too challenging. There are a lot of things going on in Shelomar, the original. Although I'm smelling the EDT here, I do get some of that original Shelomar in it. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I have tried the original Shelomar on my skin so many times, testing it, because I know so many people love that scent. It's like one of the most popular scents of all time, probably second to Chanel No. 5, which is another one that I think that is either a love it or hate it kind of scent. And for me, Chanel No. 5, the original one, the first one, that is another one that I struggle with. But Shelomar, I don't know, there's just this kind of animalic kind of feel to it with the original that I just cannot wear. It's just so almost headache inducing for me. It makes me uncomfortable. It's just like this leather, vanilla, animalic kind of scent that is memorable, yes, but I cannot wear that scent, and I've just struggled with the original Shelomar so much. But I have tested it so many times, just trying to understand it more. It's a very complex scent, but it just doesn't work for me. And again, I know so many people love the original Shelomar, but just for me, it's a definite no. Even this Eau de Toilette version, I do find it to be more polite than the original Shelomar. But this one would also be difficult for me to wear, and that's okay. But I do love the bottle design, at least, and also the original bottle design of Shelomar. And I should also mention that I enjoy some of the Shelomar flankers as well. I own two other ones aside from this EDT. I have the Shelomar Tonka, which was released, I think, 3 years ago. That one was a blind buy, and I really like that one. And I also really love the Shelomar Soufflé de Parfum. That is my absolute favorite. And that one It doesn't really resemble the original Shelomar that much. It's kind of like a beautiful, fresh, mature smelling kind of lemon scent with a beautiful sweet vanilla. That is my absolute favorite version of Shelomar. But the original one, the OG, is definitely one that I don't like at all. I won't say hate. I don't hate the scent, but I dislike that scent, at least on me. But I can appreciate it and I respect it. Same with the Chanel number 5, the original one. That's kind of a love it or hate it kind of scent as well, as far as I can tell. Okay, let's move on. We have Baccarat Rouge 540 from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I have loved this since the first time I have smelled this, and I still love it today. I don't reach for it as much as I used to. Well, you can see that there is a big dent in this one. It's also one of the best performing scents in my collection. And now whenever I go out, I've noticed at least 1 or 2 people smells like Baccarat Rouge 540. When I'm out and about and I'm on the street, I would smell something like Baccarat Rouge, or maybe it's like a dupe of it. But I still really like this scent. I know that some people smell like a hospital or Band-Aids, I've heard. Luckily on my skin, I don't get that vibe at all. For me, this is just the most beautiful, sparkling, sweet, sugary, almost citrusy scent in the opening. It is so unique. At least when it was first released, I have not smelled anything like it at all. Maybe it's something like cilantro, where some people taste soap and others taste like this very intense herbal deliciousness, which for me, I don't smell or taste soap when I eat cilantro, and I love cilantro. Anyways, back to the 540. I love this, but I wouldn't love it if it smelled like hospital or Band-Aids or something like that. So that's another one that is disliked a lot in the community. But also just as much it's loved. It's like one of the most popular scents in Fragcom right now, I guess, aside from Aventus, which is another one actually that is a love it or hate it kind of scent. And maybe Delina would be up there as well. I have been testing Delina for a very long time, and it just doesn't work on my skin, but I know that many people adore that scent. If I were to guess the number 1 most hated or disliked perfume in the fragrance community, it would probably be La Vie est Belle from Lancôme. So I don't have a bottle of the original La Vie est Belle anymore, but I do have a flanker of it, which I actually do like. This is the Éclat, La Vie est Belle Éclat version, and I think that they discontinued it. But I did want to just quickly show you this bottle. I think it's so pretty. The bottle designs from this collection, La Vie est Belle, are just so stunning. I love it. So yeah, La Vie est Belle, I have actually made a video on that a while ago. It's like one of my most viewed videos on my channel. And yeah, a lot of people dislike it, but also it's like one of the most popular scents of all time as well. Just so recognizable. I think it smells pretty, but whenever I wear it, it is so overwhelming. Like, it almost triggers a headache for me. I have tried it in other ways, like putting it behind my neck, or I'd spray it like on my tummy or something so it wouldn't be up here, and then I can tolerate more. But there's just something in the original La Vie est Belle that makes it just too much for me. It's just so overwhelming. It feels like it's almost choking me. Although I smell it a lot when I'm out and about on other people. The sillage is huge. It is one of the strongest scents, one of the strongest designer scents, I would say, for women out there. And I enjoy it on other people. But on me personally, it's just, there's just something in it that is just so overwhelming. And I don't enjoy that so much. So yeah, but I do enjoy this éclat version. It's just a lighter version of it. I do smell some of the original La Vie Belle in here, but they just have toned everything down. It's also much fresher, lighter, more polite, easier to wear, more versatile. But the original one, especially with that very thick fruitiness, it's like a berry fruit that is just so thick and overwhelming. For me, it just doesn't work basically. But I would say, yeah, La Vie Belle would be up there as one of the most hated or disliked scents out there. And now that I mention this, I also would say that Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel would be on this list. And I used to own that, and I don't anymore. But I do enjoy some of the flankers, and my most favorite is the Coco Mademoiselle Intense version. So yeah, those were some scents that I would say are disliked a lot in the fragrance community. I would love to hear your thoughts on these scents down in the comments, and also which fragrances would you say are the most hated from what you have heard and seen. Let me know down there as well. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.